And now Ronald Holland and Clark.
Here's 2-1 Lakers. This is the final meeting of the year. And the makeup game from January. And a foul on Vanderbilt, who then pushed. And then look out, look out, look out! Sohan and Vanderbilt. Well, Vando pushed him, then Sohan threw the ball at him. Neither one of them were violent acts at all, those first two. All right, here we go.
That's the first foul. There's the foul.
Right now,
and then there's the push, and there's the throw, and then there's a two-hand shot.
Further review for a player altercation.
I was going to say the foul, then the first push and the throw, they weren't anything, but then Vando went in for more.
Anything to lengthen the game.
No, they're playing hard underneath. I mean, without question, Vando pushed him. Without question, Sohan was throwing the ball at him. And then there was a lot of chirping. A fight! Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, and Tyler Hero all involved. Madness on the floor here in Houston.
Thompson went after Tyler Hero.
Heat having to be restrained. Hero looks hurt. No, Hero's okay. Amen Thompson down at the other end. What a bizarre scene. We'll have to unravel it with the replay. Amen Thompson's going to get tossed out of this game.
Absolutely.
And Ime Udoka has to be restrained by his security staff. A bizarre finish to this game.
Well, they're going to have to review this tape here, but Mark Davis trying to get control here. But that play right there, the toss.
That's a flagrant two.
Is absolutely a flagrant two, and mayhem occurs.
That's as flagrant a foul as we have seen this year. It looked like a play you would see on Sunday in the NFL.
To the basket with a full head of steam. Beasley's open for the long gun. It's in and out. Rebound, Paul Reed. Back up and in. And Reed and Jordan Clarkson bump into it a little bit.
George, they're just posing. Both guys.
J.B. Bickerstaff, careful with Ronald Holland, the rookie.
Hustle by Reed. He bumps into Clarkson, and then he bumps him again. And then here comes Holland. And then they both put their dukes up, but fortunately did not swing them. Now, here's what we might have. We might have something. We might have double tech on Clarkson and Reed.
Doubles it to Siakam. Here's the drive ball, batted away and out of bounds. Nice hands on that play for Isaiah Stewart. We'll take a break. 5:42 to play in the half. 47-41, Indiana. Cade stuck on 20 and 9 assists. In a game where he struggled, he still gets 20 and 9 assists.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
A little jawing out there going on between Siakam and Turner. And some Pistons. Pistons won't bother to try and shoot it. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds, 3. And this one's over. Siakam still talking stuff. Isaiah Stewart walks in. He doesn't want any of that.
Who does?
So this rivalry's taken on a little bit more fire.
Picked up full court, Van Vliet by Kamara, trying to draw the foul. Threw up a wild shot that had no chance of going in. Ahead to Sharp, got hacked by Thompson.
It's a play that we see Fred make a lot of times, and felt the contact, went into his shot, and referees didn't deem it enough to.
Yeah, it's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now, Fred VanVleet was just thrown out of the game.
Freddie's got to be careful. Hopefully he didn't make contact with
I
the
hope
referee.
Yeah, it's not good.
He was frustrated.
Determined in pregame warmups that he could not go today. Schroeder jars it loose. Ball ends up on the deck. It's 5-on-4. Simmons right down the middle for the two-handed slam. Ben Simmons going to the hole. Timeout, Charlotte. And Simmons and Miller having some extra words.
Oh, Ben Simmons. A foul on Green. And Brandon Miller gets in the face of Ben Simmons.
After that, a little shove right there. Look, Brandon, like that. Yeah, you shoved my guy down.
The foul's called on Green.
Yep.
That's a foul on Josh Green somehow. Now remember, Josh Green and Ben Simmons are both Australians by birth. They know each other well. They both played for the national team in Australia over the years.
Lillard, step back three, way off. The Bucks are going to empty their bench. Next whistle is Giannis tripped up. And he does not like what Sohan did, or Castle. It's him and Castle now. Sohan, and the bench has to stay off the floor. Coaches are allowed on. That's been a change this year. They can be peacemakers. Matt Nielsen, Spurs assistant coach, in there. Giannis hit the deck hard, didn't like it. At first thought he was mad at Sohan, but I think he's mad at Castle. And Middleton's saying, just go back to the bench.
Perfect time for Doc to sub in the reserves.
Yeah, it wasn't Sohan. So some tempers flaring late.
The side of the backboard on that three from the baseline. And great anticipation. Jones raising up. Missed it over Simmons. No foul called. And here come Brooklyn the other way. Into the corner. Clowney.
That is just a brutal swing right there. Great defensive play. And Mike Brown is
Brown's going to get a
furious.
tee. He was right in the official's face. He was right in Scott Twardoski's face.
I mean, he felt that Colby Jones got taken out. This is a dangerous play, too. You've got a player fully elevated. He's in the air, and then you have contact to the body. And this is the reaction. And
Mike was making a point.
absolutely.
You gonna hear me. That's what he was saying.
Nurkic, when he's going to be hit with an offensive foul.
They're probably going to take a look at it as well.
Boy, now we've got Nurkic and Najee Marshall as Marshall leaned back and threw a punch at Nurkic. And that will likely end the night. Nurkic took a direct shot. Lindsey, the crew chief, directing Najee Marshall back. So you see Nurkic backing down. He got an elbow kind of up into the face.
Yeah, but he's off balance.
And Nurkic walking back. And something was clearly said. Well, Nurkic kind of took a swat at him. And then Najee Marshall loads up. So there was a push, the brush of the face, and then Marshall.
He missed the punch.
He missed the punch.
I thought he punched him and he fell, but it was more so he was off balance. He kind of rubbed his hand across
Oh, he did catch him. He caught him in the ear.
A little bit of the ear.
Champagny fires quickly, no good. Offensive rebound. Chris Paul 3, too strong. And now Sohan and McDaniels getting tied up. A scuffle for the second straight night. No one's leaving the bench either way. And they'll settle this down, but McDaniels and Sohan getting heated.
Jaden going right for the collar of Jeremy Sohan, grabbing a fistful of jersey. Jeremy Sohan trying to overwhelm Jaden, just tries to bring him down to the ground.
Yeah,
so
throws him down with his jersey, yeah.
Man, Jaden is a tough customer, man. When he got into it with Klay Thompson last year, that was something else. He just, Jeremy Sohan pulls Jaden down.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're standing there, you don't know that, you couldn't really see. Like, to me, it looked like Jeremy Sohan was kind of losing his balance. And he reached out to Jaden to kind of break his fall a little bit, but Jaden doesn't know why he's doing it. He just knows that it's happening.
Both Sohan and McDaniels engage in dead ball contact. When McDaniels grabs Sohan's jersey and then Sohan retaliates and grabs and pushes McDaniels. For this dead ball contact, there will be technical fouls assessed upon McDaniels and Sohan.
They shot lights out for 3 in that one.
Really turning the corner with authority.
Phoenix turning the corner. Jalen Green just turned around, knocked it down, and now Plumlee and Adams get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want. He takes him down. And Plumlee ends up on top of Steven Adams. It's like a sumo wrestling match out there.
I think they're still locked up.
Yeah, they are still locked up.
Plumlee and Adams getting together in a scuffle will be reviewed to see if it's potentially flagrant.
So they'll look at it. I guess it's been a minute since the Rockets have been involved in one of these. You see there is a little bit of a...
He's shaking up. Those two going at it, and Steven turns. You see that arm locked, and Steven says, I can lock my arms. Let me go. Get off me. Now I'm not letting you off. And there goes the bear hug. And
after review, the ruling...
When the Euro stepped sharp, who thought he was going right at the basket, to at least get one. Oh, we got Watford and Miles on the far side, and everybody's going over there. You got to keep the guys on the bench. Yeah, got to keep the guys on the bench. Because you get off the bench in a brawl, in a fight, then you get taken out. Obi and Watford and Miles, everybody just needs to calm down. But this is the frustration that's going on here.
And remember, these two teams play again on Saturday.
No question. At the bottom part of your screen, look, going toward half court. That starts it. That's a cheap shot. And Miles protects his teammate. And then you see Watford, who's now, that's the second time, now the third time he's hit somebody. So the officials rightfully get him with 2 technicals and an automatic ejection. Okay, and Miles, he's not going to leave it unprotected. Mather just tries to come and help. But by the time he gets there, Watford has picked up his 2 technicals. And they get, as well, Nimhart with 1. Remember,
now you got to get your stops.
Only 1 field goal the last 3:30 of the third. The turnover. Barnes, that is a tough, vicious foul. And Scotty Barnes not liking it. Westbrook, and now Gordon coming over. And the Raptors trying to hold back Gordon. Some pushing.
We are reviewing the play to see if it meets the criteria for flagrant foul. And then we're looking at the hostile act following the personal foul to see if there's any penalty with that.
It's going to be a flagrant.
Okay. Yep. Great play by Mobo. He's mobile. right? And now you get off to the races, and you see that right there. And Scotty B has every right to be ticked off. And you know what? For this young Raptor team, standing up for themselves against, look at this, that's all right. Don't take nothing from nobody.
Fred's got the hot hand. Shingu's been cleaning up.
Another one. No, not this time. And then Brooks ties up Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Here come both teams. Here comes Rocket security. And we got a scrum in front of the Rocket bench.
I love it. Look at both teams. They're just loving it. Jalen Williams is screaming in there, and those two buddies. Here's the play here, Craig. And these two, similar. Dylan going after it, getting that board. He's got all ball. Lift Shea off his feet, man. Somebody's been in the weight room. Somebody hasn't. And Dylan Brooks screaming. And look at these guys nodding their head and excited, man. Boy, this is just good basketball in both hands.
Jeff Green.
Yeah, they're laughing.
FGA is laughing. Here's look.
Look at this, man. I've been in the weight room. You haven't? Well, I'm taking two guys with me, man. How about Dylan Brooks?
So they're going to ultimately look at this, but for me, let's just play on.
They're buddies. They're friends.
There's nothing there. It's like you
Going to review the play for an altercation that doesn't immediately resolve itself.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's smiles.
There's nothing there.
There's no unsporting acts on the play. We're going to resume play with a jump ball at the nearest circle between Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Dylan Brooks.
Johns at the board. Champagny picks it up, gives it to Castle, finds a cutting. Sohan with the hammer. And now we got a scuffle at center court. Kenrich Williams and Julian Champagny. And now Dort mixing it up with Sohan. Champagny caught Williams there slightly with the elbow. Williams takes exception, and that's where they get tied up. And you see there, can't really tell. Doesn't look like punches were thrown, just a lot of collar grabbing. And then Sohan grabbing Dort by the jersey.
It's going to take some time to sort through who was involved in it versus who was trying to dissolve the issue.
You would think initially there would be at least offsetting technicals by Kenrich Williams.
It has been determined that fighting technicals will be assessed to Champagny and Williams. Both players will be ejected from the game. Following that, there is a technical foul on Lou Dort. He has also been ejected from the game. There is a technical foul on Jeremy Sohan. All of these technicals will offset. The basket counts.
On the 12th. Little pull-up jumper, left it short.
Is that a flagrant? He's out. He may be out.
Oh
no, he's done. Because Brian was getting ready to get up and go after him. And they're trying to make sure pacer players stay on the bench because you can't go out if there's any kind of potential altercation. But Beef's still.
He's got to be done. Quinn, he's got to be done. I mean, there's no way you can keep him on the floor.
You see, coming up. Yeah, that's a flagrant. He's going to get all kind of fines. He'll get a fine for that, too.
Yeah, there's no place for that.
Excuse me a second. That's a flagrant 2. I'm telling you, a flagrant 2, and he's got to get fined because he hit him above the shoulder. Sorry, partner.
After review, there is wind-up, impact, and follow-through. The play is non-basketball. It's unnecessary and excessive. It's been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. Stewart has been ejected from the game. Bryant will shoot 2 free throws. Indiana will have the ball at the free throw line extended with 24 on the shot clock.
So Thomas Bryant, and now it escalates from what we saw 2 weeks ago.
From three-point range. Mitchell off balance. And timeout Cleveland. As Mitchell in vain. Okay. Squabble up. Here comes security to break it up. Both players did not want to give up the basketball. this is going to be interesting for the officials to look at in terms of a hostile act.
Please remain in your seats and do not enter the floor area. Thank you.
On this exchange between Desmond Bain and Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, so Donovan Mitchell's on the ground, and as they both tussle for the basketball, this is the interesting part. The New Yorker knows to try to get leverage and get on top of things. Desmond Bain from Richmond, Indiana.
Hey, shout out Richmond, Indiana, though. He's not backing down either.
But the New Yorker recognizes, oh, we going to tussle? Then I'm going to make sure I get leverage. I'm getting on top of things right now. And then Ja Morant gets involved, trying to get Donovan Mitchell off of his teammate. Zach Edey comes into the mix. And, of course, it's happening right in front of the Cleveland Cavaliers bench. So, therefore, no one from the Cavaliers has to leave their bench to be involved in the mix. But you see, as Mitchell gets on top, Bain's still on the ground, and that's when guys start to get involved.
This season series.